बार बार चुनाव इस देश की प्रगति में रुकावट बन रहे हैं, गतिरोध पैदा कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि हर 3 महीने 6 महीने कहीं न कहीं चुनाव चल रहा है। वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन के लिए देश को आगे आना होगा।
Will Indians soon cast their votes for both Lok Sabha and state elections at the same time? On September 18, the Union Cabinet gave its nod to One Nation, One Election by accepting the recommendations of a high-level panel headed by former President Ramnath Kovind. Under One Nation, One Election, simultaneous elections will be held for the Lok Sabha, state assemblies and local bodies in a phased manner. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been advocating for simultaneous polls for a very long time.
देश के राजनीतिक दलों से आग्रह करता हूं, देश के संविधान को समझने वाले लोगों से आग्रह करता हूं कि भारत की प्रगति के लिए, भारत के संसाधनों का सर्वाधिक उपयोग जन सामान्य के लिए हो, उसके लिए वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन के सपने को साकार करने के लिए हमें आगे आना चाहिए।
On Wednesday, Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnav said that an implementation group would be established to advance the recommendations put forth by the Kovind panel, and extensive discussions on this matter will be held nationwide.
इसका इम्प्लीमेंटेशन 2 फेजेस में होगा, जैसा कि कमेटी के रिकमेंडेशंस में है। फर्स्ट फेज में लोकसभा और असेंबलीज के इलेक्शंस को साइमल्टेनियस कराने का प्रयास होगा, और उसके सेकंड फेज में लोकल बॉडी इलेक्शन से, जो है ग्राम पंचायत, जिला पंचायत, ब्लॉक में पंचायत समिति और जितने भी अर्बन लोकल बॉडीज हैं, चाहे म्यूनिसिपैलिटीज हो, चाहे म्यूनिसिपल कमिटीज हो, चाहे म्यूनिसिपल कॉरपोरेशन हो, उन सब के लोकल बॉडी इलेक्शंस को विद इन 100 डेज ऑफ जनरल इलेक्शंस में करवाना, जिससे कि एक बार में सारे इलेक्शन का प्रोसेस कंप्लीट हो और फिर 5 साल तक सबके सब मेहनत करके देश के निर्माण में लगे।
Currently, elections for state assemblies and the Lok Sabha are conducted separately. These elections occur either when the current government completes its 5-year term or when the legislative body is dissolved for various reasons. The concept of synchronized elections is not new for India, as it had simultaneous elections between 1951 and 1967. However, polls started getting dispersed due to various reasons, including mid-term elections. But the question remains on everybody's mind, is whether the government can turn the concept into a reality once again. According to the Kovind panel report, several constitutional amendments will have to be cleared by Parliament to implement One Nation, One Election. Separately, the creation of a unified electoral roll would need ratification from a majority of the state legislatures. As per Article 368, for a bill proposing a constitutional amendment to be successfully passed, not less than 2/3 of the members of that house present and voting must vote in favor of the bill. And that's where the government may experience a few hurdles. Let's take a look how. The Lok Sabha consists of 543 members in total. Therefore, a 2/3 majority in the lower house of parliament would require the support of 362 MPs. Although the NDA holds a simple majority in the Lok Sabha, it falls short of the 2/3 mark. The BJP-led coalition currently has 293 members in the lower house, including those from TDP, JDU and other parties. This number is insufficient to reach the required 2/3 majority on its own. For the bill to secure a 2/3 majority in the Lok Sabha, at least 439 members must be present and voting on the day of the vote. If more than 100 members do not abstain, the NDA's strength of 293 alone may not be enough unless the government can persuade non-NDA parties to support it. Coming to the upper house or Rajya Sabha, the NDA faces a similar challenge. With 245 members, it will need 163 MPs, which means 2/3 of the upper house in order to secure a majority. In the Rajya Sabha, the NDA has 115 MPs plus 6 nominated members, bringing their total to 121. The India bloc has 85 MPs. So far, political parties are rather divided on the proposal. The Covind panel had reached out to 62 political parties, of which 47 gave their opinion. 32 said they support the idea, while 15 said they are against it. Among national parties, Congress, Aam Aadmi Party, the Bahujan Samaj Party and the Communist Party of India opposed the proposal, while the Bharatiya Janata Party and the National People's Party supported it. Similarly, the Trinamool Congress, DMK and the Samajwadi Party were among the regional parties which opposed the proposal. Bharat Rashtra Samiti, Indian Union Muslim League, National Conference, Janata Dal, Jharkhand Mukti Morcha and the Rashtriya Janata Dal are among the parties that have not made their positions clear so far. Supporters of One Nation, One Election argue it reduces costs and corruption while improving efficiency and turnout, whereas opponents claim it undermines federalism and democracy, potentially diminishing the responsiveness of government to the needs of the people. So, will the ambitious One Nation, One Election pass the crucial parliament test? All eyes will now be on the winter session when the bill is expected to be tabled.